Hello.
You're right.
Welcome to the SNEWS Button, ladies and gentlemen, where we bring you about half an hour of news and then push the snooze button.
And I fall asleep.
And then, well, yeah, you can go back to sleep again if you want.
Thanks.
Power down for a bit.
Sounds like a plan.
Should we do that?
Yeah, go
I
on.
think we should.
Cool.
What are we doing? Sorry.
Podcast.
A podcast.
One of them.
Welcome to the SNEWS Button, ladies and gentlemen, with Mr. Adam Gattrell,
Well,
Mr. Ross Murphy,
Hello.
Mr. Paul Brown,
You're right.
and me, Christoph Quinton. Hello. Hello. It's very nice to see you all again.
it's nice to see you.
It's warm in here, isn't it?
Yeah. All men
For a
together.
winter's day.
You are all wearing like quite thick jumpers and
Yeah.
coats.
It's been a chilly day out there.
I'm not.
Well, there you go.
This dungeon don't get any warmer.
I should put dripping noises in the background, shouldn't I? And, little screams and stuff, just for effect. Anyway, right. Speaking of torture, how would you like a Call of Duty cinematic universe?
No.
Hang on. What?
Just straight away, no.
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 Why? Why do we need one of them?
Well, you probably don't. Are there any notable characters in Call of Duty?
No.
Are there any
No.
repeat characters or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a guy called Soap McTavish.
Soap McTavish.
And I
what
think
the
he's a
hell?
time traveller as well, because I'm sure he's in like some of the World War II ones as well as in the modern warfare.
Is he like your grunt type person?
No, he's like the dude. I think.
He's the
Well, no.
is he Yoda?
It's sometimes in Call of Duty you're never just the grunt, and then other times you're just the bullet sponge.
Right.
Wow.
There's a character in Metal Gear Solid like that, isn't there? The bullet sponge, the one that always gets it. He's like the red shirt. You know the one I mean? I think he might actually be called Rookie. Possibly.
Yeah, possibly.
If I'm wrong, I could be wrong. It's been a long time.
There's some
Write
cool,
in and let
some
us know.
cool characters in the Black Ops zombie, like Black Ops 3 zombie mode, but you only get one map, so you can't really enjoy it without spending 15 quid on another map.
I have not played it.
And it's just it
Your
can never let
microphone
down.
is miles away from your face. There you go.
That's better.
That's probably better. Sorry for the jump in volume from
Sorry.
Adam there.
Sorry.
If he sounded a bit quiet.
My pop
until now.
shield was too high up.
But yeah, okay. Sicario 2's Stefano Salami, the director of Sicario 2, has been given the franchise to play with, apparently.
So it's not the same director as the first one?
What, Sicario 2? No, because the first one's Danny Villeneuve.
Oh, right. I thought it was going to be the same director.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, except, recurring characters
Weird.
and stuff. And it looks like it's got very much the same sort of, tense, drawn-out sort of feel to it.
I wonder if it'll be as good.
I hope so. It's out
I
on the
hope so.
29th of June, actually, Sicario
Cool.
2. I'm looking forward to that. I like the first one,
Yeah, it was good.
but I'm a bit of a Danny Villeneuve fan, so aren't you all too?
I didn't know
No.
I was until recently, and it turned out that a lot of the films he's made I really liked.
They are all very, very good so far.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens with June.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Should we move on then?
Yeah.
We're not happy with Call of Duty movie?
No.
Just franchise, shared universe.
Do you think they're going to cross it over with Action Man?
More in the news about that later
Right,
on,
okay.
Paul.
There was
Ah.
I'm sure there was like a Call of Duty movie that came out, or it's like a Medal of Honor movie that came out. Not that
There was a
long
film
ago.
called Medal of Honor, but I don't think it was connected to the computer games. I think it was way before.
But yeah, it was not very good.
Never mind. Next thing.
Do you want to make a joke about meddling in your honour?
No.
No?
Nah.
No.
No? Okay. Fine. If you were going to make a Willy Wonka film, but you didn't want to hire
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp, what would you do?
Hire someone else?
Well, there is an option, isn't it? Yeah, and therefore, in order to hire someone else...
Puppet Gene Wilder's corpse.
Do you know what? That might be the best option.
Is it too soon? I don't know. Anyway, you'd probably make a prequel, so that's what they're going to do.
What?
Oh,
Why?
When you've got Willy Wonka and the Glass Elevator, or whatever it's called, to play with, why would you do an unwritten prequel, even?
What, say Willy Wonka as a child?
I don't know, is the answer to
Yay.
that. But yeah, Willy Wonka growing up. The Adventures of Young Willy Wonka.
Sounds fucking awful.
Yeah.
He's a horrible human being to a certain degree, so I can't imagine he was a very nice child.
This is true, actually.
Or was actually like in a horrendous upbringing.
Although, what's he like in Glass Elevator? Is he still a dick?
I don't know. I've never gone that far.
No, nor have I. If you know, out there at home, because at the end of the chocolate factory, he turns out to be quite a nice guy, doesn't he?
Yeah,
It's all been a ruse.
Yeah, sort of.
But, well, sort of.
I think
It
he
gives
was
the kid-
probably treated very badly as a kid, which is why he has the whole, like, I've got a chocolate factory and I employ all these weird people who are outcasts.
He's only being an
Because-
arsehole to separate the wheat from the chaff, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think that's to do with how he was brought up, and he's rebelling against possible horrible parents and horrible kids by going, right, I want to do something for the kids like me who are actually nice kids. I might be wrong.
Like you, that were
uh,
nice kids. Were you a nice kid?
I don't know.
It's not what I've heard.
I've got a lot of memory missing.
That's called ecstasy.
What, when I was 6?
No, it's like it's those years between now and then.
Too many clubs around the head for riding a unicycle, you freak.
Yeah.
It's funny because it's true. Anyway, Willy Wonka's prequel, The Saving Grace. Do you want to know what it is?
Go on.
Anyone?
Go on.
Tim Burton's got nothing to do with it.
This is also true. But
So
it's
there's 2 Saving Graces.
there's
No
two Saving
Tim Burton.
Graces. It's the director of Paddington 2.
I don't know anything about that.
Have you guys seen Paddington?
Couldn't
No.
give 2 shits about that.
You should
I've never
really
liked
watch it,
Paddington.
especially with kids, mate. You know,
Nah, he's an illegal
I think-
immigrant. He's a legal immigrant in his marmalade sandwiches. Fuck him.
are you sure you haven't seen it?
No. I
haven't
know
seen it?
who he is.
Okay.
But,
you just
yeah.
like almost basically quoted a character from it.
Well, yeah, that's the story of Paddington. I've seen the books from
Oh,
back
yeah,
when I was a
okay.
kid.
Right. So
I'm not that uncultured.
it really does follow the books that closely then. Okay.
Yeah. Well, he comes from Peru, doesn't he?
Yes, but it's
Deepest,
specifically
Yeah, deepest, darkest.
a
Peru.
neighbour in the street where they live that's played by, what's his face, that was just Doctor Who, Peter Capaldi.
Right.
Yeah. Who screams and shouts about him, rants about him being
An illegal
immigrant.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, amazing.
and stuff. It's very good. You should watch Paddington 1 and 2. They're very, very wholesome, family-friendly, fun films.
Cool.
With marmalade.
I still need to see Capaldi as Rick.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
As in Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, that would be good fun.
Who would be Morty?
Tom Holland.
Oh, yeah. But he'd have to play it like
Oh, yeah. I reckon
a
he
bit
could do it.
camp, wouldn't he?
Spider-Man and Doctor Who being Rick and Morty. Makes sense.
What about the guy that was... I have to fight my 10 super ex-boyfriends?
Oh, yeah, Scott Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim, when he was younger.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Missed the boat now a bit.
Yeah.
I was going to say.
So I don't know
yeah.
why I'm saying it. But
Yeah, super bad days, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
could have worked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the early super. Yeah, so we just need someone like that. Stick
But
it with
Capaldi
Capaldi
as Rick,
Capa-
it doesn't matter. He can just keep getting old, and it's
Yeah.
just going to
Oh,
get better.
completely. This is it. Can
And-
he
and-
do an American accent? Do we know that?
It doesn't need to. Fuck it. Like, do thick of it style.
Yeah, true.
Go full angry, aggressive Scotsman.
That'd be brilliant. Anyway, we digress.
If you're listening, Hollywood, we demand
Please.
it.
Yeah, make it happen.
Cool.
When me and Paul and Bram went to the cinema to watch Superbad, we fucking looked like Superbad
We
between us.
Really?
You and your fat afro.
No, Bran had the fat.
Bran
afro.
had the fat afro, big time.
You didn't have like a McGuffin ID. What was his name? McLovin. McLovin ID.
McGuffin.
It's a good
McGuffin.
film, that.
That's the... Yeah.
It's one
the
of my
thing that-
favourite films about
Fucking hell.
nothing. It's great.
Is the McLovin card a McGuffin? It's
I
not,
don't
is it?
know, no.
Anyway, bollocks. Transformers.
Oh,
The movies.
go on.
Have they ended? Is that the news
Well,
you're going to tell us?
there's
Is
a
that
last
it?
one coming, isn't there? There's a Bumblebee one coming. I think that's next year, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably.
What,
no,
we're
it's
having the
this
year
year.
off?
No, it's this year. It's this year. I'm
Oh, is
mistaken.
it?
Yeah, it is. But, so, rumour on the street this week was that the whole film franchise is going to be rebooted after Bumblebee,
Yay.
which is probably a good thing.
Oh, it's,
Do you not
it's
think?
well.
Depends who does it. If
Mate, they
it's
reboot
yeah.
the toys every fucking week.
Thanks for
Yeah,
that, Ross.
that's true.
Cheers, mate.
ultra loud anger.
It's true, though, isn't it? It's like, oh, they've just brought out this new
You just
animated show for
take that
Transformers.
microphone off of him, will you? Jesus Christ. He doesn't need it.
Picking him up on ours.
See, it's like Adam said. It all depends who did. I mean, I'd be glad for this whole, universe to end.
Michael
And
Bay.
if we're going to
yeah.
get something of a similar ilk, I'd sooner it just be dead and buried.
What if Ridley Scott said he was going to do it?
No.
Oh, Christ.
It'd be amazing.
Transformers for you.
I'm going to ruin another franchise.
What about if they went down the old, like, 80s kind of nostalgic kind of route and you had a...
It'd have to be done right.
Yeah,
Oh, imagine
Yeah.
if it was a period piece.
a period piece.
So, like,
set
if
in
it-
the 80s.
Yeah, so if it all went a bit
The 1880s,
Stranger
they're all
Things.
horse and cart.
Go on.
So it all went on
Mate, that's not
Stranger Things.
ridiculous. They've gone back and been dinosaurs
I know.
and knights of the round table.
Oh, God, this is very true. But what if they use this as a doorway to create the Hasbro shared universe that they've been talking about?
Oh,
As long as it's a period piece.
As long as it's set in the 80s.
Well, yeah, but that'd be amazing then. Because all the you could just go, oh, Soundwave's a ghetto blaster. And you wouldn't have to go, oh, every Transformer is basically either a really fancy car or a mobile phone.
What is Soundwave in the new movies then?
Satellite. He's the
Satellite.
Black Knight
Satellite.
satellite, isn't he?
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, I think I would be happy to see it rebooted.
I just don't understand why they couldn't have the vehicles as the vehicles they were before. I don't know why it had to be all modern.
In the new Bumblebee movie, he's going to be an original Volkswagen.
For about 2 minutes.
And then he'll
Get
become
back-
a Camaro
definitely.
again, or
Do you reckon
something
he'll
else. Yeah.
reboot himself, do you?
Like he did in the other film. He started out as something and then drove past something else and went, "Oh, okay, I'm a cool car now."
See, that does my head in as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of restriction to it.
No, there hasn't, mate. It's complete fantastical bollocks.
Yeah, but you need some sort of mechanics in it. It's like Star Wars has its, its laws and physics, and I think
Star
every
Trek
franchise
has its
needs
laws
yeah,
and physics
It's got to
and-
have some
yeah.
sort of.
I agree with you because the one thing that wouldn't stick with Transform because they can so easily change into different vehicles,
Yeah.
when they want to.
Yep.
They would do it all the time.
Yeah, true
It
enough.
wouldn't be. You wouldn't be. Oh, remember Optimus Prime? He's a truck. No, he's not. He's a football.
That's the thing, isn't it? Because, like, wasn't it the case that originally... wasn't it... Seriously, wasn't it a case originally that they...
He's a can of Coke. There's one of those, isn't there?
yeah, that's one.
Yeah.
Didn't they have to, like, change the type of truck that was used for Optimus Prime because of the amount of metal that was involved with the robot? So they were trying to keep it, like, as if the robot could actually turn into the vehicle.
What? So a flat-nosed truck with the engine underneath the cabin wasn't big enough.
Apparently, yeah. So that's why they used the
Which
big
is
rigger jobby.
bullshit.
But then they fucked it up later on because they ended up having, like, stuff that transformed into, I don't know, a 50-foot robot that turned into, like you say, a football. Or
Well,
can
there
of
was,
Coke
at one
or something.
point a Transformer just turned into a human.
Oh, yeah.
And then
tried
there's
to
the
kill Sam Wiki.
And then there's the Transformers that were like the floaty nanobite nanotech fucking bullshit storms.
Oh, we haven't bashed Transformers for ages. I bet some of our old listeners are like, oh, yes, back on the Transformer
Take that,
bash.
Transformers.
Transformer bingo.
Yeah, I realised when I was watching The Toys That Made Us the other day, speaking of G.I. Joe and Transformers, that the guy that voices Cobra Commander is the guy that voices Starscream.
Yeah.
Yes, of course he is, yeah.
Yeah.
Toys That Made Us.
He was a nutcase as well.
Who, Cobra Commander? Or the bloke?
The guy who... He was a stand-up comedian in the 80s.
Question. Do we know what the 4 new episodes of The Toys That Made Us are?
No,
They
I don't
haven't
think we
been
do yet.
announced.
I don't think they've
No.
been
It's
announced.
Definitely Transformers, isn't it?
It's got to be one of them, yeah.
Categorically.
The Toys What Made Us. Christopher Collins is
Toys
the guy,
That Aids
isn't he?
Us.
Christopher Collins.
He's the voice. No? Is that him? Starscream?
Yeah, sorry, just looking at your notes there, known as Chris Larter, yeah. So I only know him as that.
Ah, Chris Larter, okay.
Yeah.
Is that because he likes a coffee?
Probably.
Fuck
No,
off,
apparently they were
Chris.
forever bailing him out of prison for the episodes.
Really?
That's a Bailey-
Yeah, they had
Bailey's
to
in
keep
Scotland.
bailing him out of prison.
Likes a bit of Baileys.
No.
It was, he was fucked. So
So,
that's why
for what reason?
Starscream became...
What was he doing?
Do you know why he
was
ended up
drunk
in
and
prison all the
disorderly
time?
and drug abuse and all sorts of shit.
No, he method acted the baddies he played so much that he always ended up in prison.
But I do worry.
next time.
I do worry that, like you're saying about Hasbro Shared Universe, they've just bought another 4 toy lines recently.
Hasbro.
Yeah, like
What have they bought?
they are. I can't remember all of them, but they've basically
Should we
like,
Google it?
There
taken
is-
over the market of toys.
There is a
And
Hasbro
they're-
shared universe. It's called Toy
and-
Story.
And the Hasbro toys are just such low quality now. Like, I don't understand how like doing a shared universe isn't gonna sell more of their toys.
That's
They need
fine,
to
Adam,
change the
'cause you're
quality.
a middle-aged man.
Yeah, but even kids don't like them that much. They like break and they're moaning about them.
It seems to be. I think it's a epidemic thing, though, isn't it? All the
Yeah.
companies that are making toys because of the price of oil.
Oh.
Oh, that's the argument.
It's almost
Yeah.
like big multinational corporations are like, fuck, we're running out of oil, quick, let's use everything before it's all gone.
Stop making it with plastic then.
Power Rangers, that's one of them.
Yeah, they bought
They
Power
bought
Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Yeah.
You're kidding? That's
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
Shit.
Hasbro
And their
buying-
toys were getting worse anyway, and now Hasbro own them.
They're gonna. Yeah, that's gonna fuck them up. Because that was the one thing with Power Rangers.
The toys
or
were
Super Sentai.
amazing.
Yeah, I mean they were pretty basic, but
they're still amazing.
that's it. The
Yeah.
materials they used, it was die cast and it was
It's fully
real solid,
articulated rather than
lovely,
just shoulders,
thick-
and
yeah.
shoulders, hips, and neck, which is what most of the Hasbro toys now are. If it's
Well,
superheroes,
They're pretty basic articulations. Some of them don't have much at all. Power Rangers, the especially the older ones, but the way they were built,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
were just so solid. You could kill someone with one of them.
Hey, the good news with
I've tried.
toys being shit,
Go on.
it doesn't matter when you buy fake Chinese versions
That's
of them.
Very
They're just
true,
as good.
yeah.
Very, very true.
Do you know some
If-
of them
if
are actually
not
producing
better.
their own? Yeah, and they're better now.
I've got a couple, I'll bring them in. We need to film
I need to see your Rodimus Prime right
Yes.
now. Show it to me.
No.
Um,
That's another dad joke. But it's also from a carry-on movie.
they were trying to buy Mattel. Is that what you mean?
No, that was something they've been trying to do, but they've bought Power Rangers, and last year they bought.
Didn't they buy Kenner? Did I not see that in the Toys That Made Us? Did Hasbro buy Kenner?
What's that?
Yeah, Hasbro and Kenner, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they? Know,
That was
yeah.
years ago, though.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago.
They
in a
own
galaxy far,
Bandai.
far away.
Yeah, Bandai.
Who else?
They bought two smaller companies last year that were making really good toys. Last year and the year before, like basically just merged these two small companies in, and they were making cool little cheap, affordable toys that had good articulation, made a good products and materials and stuff. And then this year, the toys by those small companies have already become.
Do they own
crap.
Playmates yet? Do they own them? The Turtles?
not
Guys
sure.
who produce Turtles.
I don't think so. I think Playmates is still one of the few companies not to be
Still holding
destroyed by Hasbro.
Who are Playmates?
They
do
produce
the Turtles toys.
Turtles.
Just the
and-
standard Turtles figures, not
Yeah.
like the little Lego-y versions and stuff.
No, the standard,
That's
you know, the
Mega
action
Blo-
figure.
Mega
They
Bloks
did
and Lego.
a lot of things like that. There's some like, obscure lines. They did Toxic Crusaders,
Yeah.
things like that. Some of the wrestling figures, I think they did some of.
Yeah,
didn't
they did
at one
originally,
time?
but then WWE do them themselves
Jumped
now.
on
So,
it, yeah.
Well, all wrestling figures are just naked action men, aren't they?
yeah, basically.
They're so funny, wrestling figures, aren't
Though
they?
there are
They
wrestling
just
figures now where
henchmen
you
with
can
no clothes on.
unclip the arms and the heads and legs of each one and put them on different ones, and there's like zombie versions of them and army
Brilliant.
versions of them, and it's ridiculous. It's beyond wrestling now. But yeah.
Here's my new character, Undertaker Hogan.
That's quite a genius way to get kids to buy more toys, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, either like they did with the Rick and Morty figures, have an extra fifth figure that you'd be able to build from buying all four.
Yeah.
Marvel
Or-
Legends.
Did Marvel Legends
They
do that as
started
well?
that years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Transformers
And-
did it at one point
Yeah.
as well, didn't they?
Yep.
Isn't it the case that like loads of Marvel figures now that you can just pull them apart and stick them back together to make different
There's a
figures and stuff?
separate
Or is it
set, yeah. There's like a
set?
separate set, and they're a bit cartoonier
Yeah.
and a bit like bigger heads and bigger feet and hands. Ooh, and
Talking of big hands,
yeah, I
was
just
Adam's
smacked
microphone
my
stand?
mic. Yeah, they've done loads of them: Star Wars, Marvel, loads of other.
Oh, what, so
different
you can
ones.
mix your Star Wars up with
Oh,
your
yeah.
Marvel and
Yeah,
stuff?
Loads of
Transformers. They do it with
franchises, yeah.
Transformers, Jurassic Park.
Okay,
Yeah, it's pretty clever.
cool. Is that enough about
Yeah,
Transformers and
Toys,
stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
Go on for
Next.
now, yeah.
Amanda Iannucci, we all like him, don't we?
Yeah.
Would you be
Yeah.
interested in an Amanda? I can't even say his
A man
name.
with a banjo. Finucci.
Finucci doing an adaptation of David Copperfield.
I heard about this.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah,
Well,
It's not a
alright.
sad.
it's like Guy Ritchie doing Aladdin.
It's
It
like
doesn't seem like it makes sense.
Ice-T being Fagin in bloody
Yeah,
what's it called?
Annie.
Not in Annie.
Oliver.
Oliver.
It was all a blur. Do you remember Miss Hannigan in
Oliver.
Oliver? No, I'm confused. Too many orphans. Nail them up.
But yeah, Amanda Iannucci. I mean, has he ever done anything other than comedy?
Well, he does drama, but that's funny, doesn't he? Like
Has
a
he
lot
done
of good
anything-
comedies like well-written drama as well.
Has he ever done anything bad? That's the question. No. So
I can't
if anyone's going to
think.
pull this off,
Like some of his older stuff might not stand up quite so well now, but it might be because I've seen it too much. But like I'm thinking the old day-to-day episodes.
No, they're still funny.
Do you think?
I've watched some. Yeah, I've watched
Would
some
you
older
would you
stuff
be able
recently.
to show them to somebody of the current time and have them laugh at it?
no, because they were so of their time. That was the whole point, wasn't it? It was to suck you in and you make you believe this was the news.
Is that where Alan
So-
Partridge came from?
Yeah, he was
that where
the
he started
sports
out with that
commentator.
So I think that's where Ricky Gervais started out as well, wasn't it? He was that.
No,
Or
he
was
started
that
out on
Saturday, Friday? No, yeah, but he did.
Oh, and that was what was it called? 11 o'clock show or something.
Yeah.
That's
like
it.
that?
Yeah, sorry, 11 o'clock show. Yeah. But yeah, I'm up for it.
It's going to be set in the 1840s, apparently. Not much else known about it, but I think the original wasn't it?
Yeah,
Set in that period.
yeah.
So yeah, we will see.
This isn't the most normal text message you get from your girlfriend. Any idea where the crowbars disappeared to?
Brilliant.
Right.
I'm robbing a bank.
Answers on a postcard.
I just replied, try the bottom of the toolbox.
The very bottom.
Try the
Empty
sock
everything
drawer.
out.
And then Chris is like, oh, matron, talking about crowbars in the bottom of the toolbox.
Fuck off. Right. The Witch. Do you like The Witch? You guys seen The Witch?
I like The Witcher. It's better, isn't it?
Not watched it. I realise it's the same people who that film that's coming out soon that you told us about last week, the Hereditary.
Oh yes.
The same
You're
guys
right.
who made that. Aren't
Did
they?
you see the trailer for
I
Hereditary?
did. It looks very interesting.
It looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah,
That's
it
on
does.
our Facebook page. Go and have a look. What are you two laughing at?
I just responding to a really important text, and Ross just pressed send halfway through the sentence.
Brilliant.
So it just says "barubaba" instead of what it was. I was actually.
Oh,
trying
it didn't even autocorrect either.
No.
Brilliant. Yes, so the Witcher's director, Robert Eggers, has begun to piece together the pieces for his next horror film.
Cool pieces.
Cool pieces. No, he's working on a Nosferatu remake,
okay.
apparently, but this is not the news. While that's bubbling away in development, he's doing a movie set in the dawn of the 20th century. It's a fantasy horror inspired by seafaring myths and focusing on a solitary watchman in Maine. And that's like the place Maine, not as in the
I
whole...
thought you
With an E on the end.
That
Yeah.
sounded like one word. Solitary, whatever you said.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
I got confused by that.
And he's cast Robert Pattinson, because maybe
great.
he's got some affiliation with vampires. I don't know.
Well, he looks like one because he's so miserable.
Sounds interesting.
I think it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
It's called The Lighthouse.
I don't like Robert Pattinson.
I know you
Who
don't.
watches
He's
The
a
Watchmen?
fucking dick.
Yeah, but you need to stop putting these things to bed, Adam. Your life would be better for it. Like
Well-
Tom Cruise is fucking brilliant in everything.
Not in everything.
In everything he's done recently.
No.
Actually, Robert Pattinson's been very good in a couple of things as well. What was
I've not seen.
What was
I've
the movie
seen
about the
3
circus with
things.
Christoph Waltz? That was very good.
I don't know. It's like Radcliffe's pretty good and
Haven't
stuff,
seen
isn't
that.
he? Since being Harry Potter.
No,
Did you say no?
I don't like him at all. I find him really wooden.
Put these things to bed, mate.
He was really good in the thing where he was playing a corpse.
Yeah, he was Swiss Army Man.
Yeah.
There you go then.
But,
But
there's
that
a
was
reason for
putting his
that.
woodenness to use.
Yeah, I don't like him. Even the trailer for his latest movie just looks fucking awful.
They
And
call
it's
me a cup eye.
got
got
very
cock
little
in
to
your
do with
eye.
the actual film. What are you doing, Ross?
Just put a cock in his eye.
It's an egg cup
It's shaped
in the
like
shape
a
of
cock.
a chicken. A chicken.
I'm trying to
Not a
hide the
cock.
fact I'm actually seizing with a fucking internet company.
Are you seething with a certain company? Can we call them by their name?
Jennifer
Maybe not.
Oranges.
Jennifer Oranges.
Plumbing.com. Yeah.
Okay. They've royally screwed you over, haven't they?
Yeah, basically.
Do you want to talk about it on air?
Nah, fuck them.
I hear it's therapeutic
No,
talking about
don't
stuff on a
need to.
podcast.
You know what he's going to do? Just send Libsyn and Sticher around.
Yeah,
They'll
it's
sort it
true.
right out.
Yeah, that's
Sort
it
of
out.
right.
Yeah.
They'll host them in the arse.
Host them right up the
Right in the
right up the
arse.
jacksie. Yeah.
Right in the plumbing.
Do you know the movie or the short film Kung Fury?
Yes.
Adam?
Yes.
I love it.
Is it particularly good?
It's hilarious for what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a short film though, is it? No.
Yes, half an hour long. It started out as like just a trailer, and then they Kickstarter funded it. Made what I thought was going to be a whole feature film, but it ended up being a half an hour thing on Netflix.
You couldn't have done that for any longer. It's not. It wouldn't have been fun for 80 minutes.
It works for half an hour, and you can watch it once, and the second time it's not as funny.
Yeah.
It's just one of those one-off. It works, and then it's not worth watching again.
Do we think perhaps a feature-length version is not a very good idea then?
Not needed.
Oh dear.
And they've announced 3 people for it so far.
Oh, who's the other one? I've got Arnold Schwarzenegger and David Fassbender.
What?
A woman, I can't think of her name. I don't know.
Who's David Fassbender?
Michael Fassbender. Did I say David?
Yeah.
Yeah, those two names. Close association.
He's loving his Covenant again.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
David.
That's his favourite
that's
scene,
why.
the little flute playing.
Yeah,
David, show me how you play your flute.
Yeah, it's
the director's
sad
name
that,
is David Sandberg.
Yeah,
That's
it's sad that they've been announced for it because it's just not going to work.
No.
It's not. I don't understand how they could, unless they made it more serious, and.
But that's not the point,
But then,
is it?
yeah,
It's
it
a
isn't
massively
then
nostalgic,
piss
stupid,
take.
throwaway piss tape, but
Yeah.
that's what makes it so endearing.
with a David Hasselhoff soundtrack, which is brilliant.
Oh really?
Yeah,
So is it just available to watch on YouTube or something?
it was on Netflix for a
it
while.
still is,
I
isn't
don't
it?
know. I
Yeah.
haven't. I've only watched it the once, so
I shall
don't
have a
know.
look on
That's where I
YouTube.
watched
If it is there, I'll stick it in with our trailers this week
Yeah.
and stuff. People can go and watch it. Yeah. So yeah, what is it? Is it a kung fu?
It's about
movie?
a guy who is a kung fu policeman, and he's got a time travelling mate and a mate that rides dinosaurs and a mate who's a Viking. And
Oh,
It's
sounds quite
basically
ambitious.
it's every 80s action movie and computer game
merged into one
Right.
half an hour
half an hour.
mentalness.
Yeah.
There's an arcade machine that comes alive as a robot. There's like Poseidon coming out of the sea. There's Hitler.
It's the 80s for half an hour.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
80s.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's worth a watch if you haven't seen it. Watch it once, and I guarantee if you watch it a second time, it probably won't have anywhere near the same effect.
So do you think it's just an attempt to ride on the current wave of nostalgia?
No, I think they did something different to that, riding on the wave of nostalgia. I think they actually genuinely...
When was it from though?
They made it... What was it, about
That's a
few years ago,
now,
three
isn't it?
years.
It was
3 years
it was-
old?
So they could have helped kickstart the wave
Yeah,
of
probably.
nostalgia.
I think they kind of came along from the Mike... what's his name? Mike... YouTube guy who does music videos and adverts and stuff, Mike Della something. They kind of use the same low-budget special effects that he uses that were kind of becoming big in the 80s, but they're kind of making their modern special effects look like those 80s special effects. And it works well for a certain type of thing. And the guys that made Kung Fury basically just kind of hyped that up to the max and went balls to the wind with it. And it works for what it is, but...
Balls to the wind.
Yeah. Like
Keeps you
you're
fresh.
hanging from the bottom of a plane with your legs apart. And it works, but yeah, like I say, it only works once.
Fair enough. So maybe not one to look forward to then. Who knows?
No.
We'll see. I've not much hope for that one now.
Cool.
Yeah, that's our snooze button gone.
Well, you got to talk trailers, haven't you?
Yeah, we've got to wrap it up. Couple more news stories, we can fit them in.
We're not talking about the BAFTAs then.
No.
Nah.
Do you want to?
No.
Cut that out. of
No.
the news. No. They gave. I've got something to say about the BAFTAs.
Go on.
They gave Ridley Scott a fellowship award.
Yep.
Which basically means he spent like 40 years in the industry, like ruining other people's works of art.
We
The award
said that they were going to
ceremonies
do that
mean-
last week, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah.
Award
That was in last
ceremonies
week's news.
mean nothing, though. I don't understand why they bother doing them. Half the time they give it to the wrong film or the wrong actor for something. Sometimes
That's
they
your
get it right.
opinion,
No,
Adam.
but sometimes they get it right. But sometimes, like, certain films don't get it when they fully deserve it, and another film gets it because of political reasons or because of what the film was about and not necessarily how good the film was, you know? Yeah, sometimes a film deserves it, but... I just think I don't think they should bother with it. I think they should just make films.
So Gary Oldman got one then
Yeah, we can see that coming.
Yeah.
for Darkest Hour, which I saw yesterday actually. So that'll be in review of the crew this week as well. Anyway, right. Detective Pikachu.
What?
Ross.
Live action,
Live action Detective
Space
Pikachu.
Jam style, like Pikachu's animated, but everyone else is live action.
Rita
Nah.
Ora's just joined the cast.
Yeah.
Nah.
No?
I want a Team Rocket one. That'd be good.
Yeah, maybe she's playing Jessie or Jane.
Who knows? Yeah, I don't know where they felt.
I like Team Rocket.
Yeah,
I don't know where
they're
they're
the
going
best
with this
thing of
movie,
it.
though. Just
And
honestly.
Meowth.
I don't
Why-
know anything about Pokemon.
Why not just
I love Pokemon.
why not just animate it? Why not just...
Because there's about 5 million
Oh,
Pokemon
God.
animated
Yeah, they've already done
movies.
loads.
Let's wrap this up. So...
Any other important news stories?
Paramount are going for a bloody movie series, an ology movie series. Apparently there's a load of books like based on like Egyptology, mythology, vampirology, alienology. Oh, and they're going for a shared universe of movies.
Oh,
It just sounds a bit weird.
Yeah.
I don't
That
even,
sounds a
that-
bit
I don't
like
even
Universal.
understand the concept.
No. Well, so they've got all these books based on ologies with a shared theme running through them.
Right.
Maybe a character or something.
Yeah,
And series of movies in a shared universe.
great.
It sounds very much like the Universal Monster
Yeah,
universe, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
But
does.
with
yeah.
I.e.
Paramount
a mistake.
characters.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that can fuck off. Other than that, I think that's it. We're on to trailers.
Ooh.
There are a couple of really, really disappointing trailers for me this week. I'll explain why in a minute. Series of Unfortunate Events, Series 2,
Awesome.
Oh, yeah,
coming
yeah.
to Netflix.
Yeah.
Looks very, very good.
Good.
Did you guys see the first season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his name that plays
Neil
Olaf?
Patrick Harris.
That's the one. He's very good in it, isn't he?
He's brilliant.
In actual fact, all of them are very good.
Yeah.
I made the same mistake as I did with bloody, what's it called? Long Dark Tea Time of the Soul. What's his?
Do it gently.
Dirt Gently. Yeah, where I fell asleep during the first episode and then
Woke up
woke
halfway
up like
through.
2 or 3 episodes in and it was just like really loud and bonkers and in your face and I was like, fuck, I can't handle this. And didn't go back to it. But I hear it's very, very good.
I like his difference to the Jim Carrey portrayal in the movie they
Yeah.
did. It's a nice difference because it's
It's a
more
shame
like
that
the book
didn't take
version.
off, isn't it?
Yeah,
the
'cause
movie.
the book's great.
I thought the movie was all right and it just didn't
Yeah,
do
it
very
was-
well
it
at the
was
cinema,
great.
so they just didn't back it for a sequel.
Yeah.
There could have been like 18 sequels because it's quite a large.
Yeah, it's a great long
Series of books.
They're all brilliant.
Yeah. Bad Samaritan, which is the guy from Misfits, Robert Sheenan, is it? The Irish
yeah.
guy?
Yeah, that's the first thing he's been in ages.
I've seen him in one other thing. What was
He
that
sort
called?
of disappeared, didn't he?
Yeah, he was supposed to be going off to do movies.
Mm.
And I suppose, granted, he has, but he's not been in anything of a...
No, but other people
Of
in
note
Misfits
as
that
of yet.
stayed in Misfits longer have ended up in more movies and TV shows
got out
since.
too early, is
Yeah,
what you're saying.
Jumped ship too quick.
Absolutely. But Bad Samaritan, there's a trailer for that out, and it looks quite interesting, with David Tennant as a baddie.
Oh,
Yeah, he makes quite a good baddie.
he does.
Yeah. Yeah.
I won't
Purple
tell you what
Man.
the trailer's, what the movie's about. Go and watch the trailer. It looks all right. YouTube Red have released a trailer for Cobra Kai.
Oh, it looks so shit.
It does look terrible, but it's only a teaser. But it looks like, you know what it reminds me of? When you get kids that make quite good quality Star Wars short movies
Yeah,
with
Yeah.
like really
Fan
decent,
films,
like
yeah.
It looks like a fan film.
yeah.
Right.
Basically, the two actors haven't really done a huge amount since, and then went, "Oh shit, let's make something." Then that's what it looks like. Just yeah, I didn't like the original Karate Kid.
I didn't like the reboot.
I preferred the reboot, to be honest.
I tore it apart on Review with the Crew a few weeks back because
I wasn't keen on any of them.
no
Nah.
nostalgic preference. I think.
I think for
just
me
have.
personally, it's just the fact that the main character that you're supposed to like in the original is actually a massive bully, and somehow learns loads of stuff in a miracle amount of time.
like he does in the reboot.
Oh yeah. He
Same.
learns a miracle amount of stuff in a short
Yeah.
time in the reboot, but I still prefer the reboot because you don't feel like he's a bully.
Is he a bully in the original?
Yeah,
Well, Danny,
yeah.
is he? Why?
Because he's just like all the characters in it are unlikable bullies. They all hate
I'll
each
have to
other,
watch it
and
again.
there's no real reason for them disliking each other other than they want to get revenge on each other.
He's a bit of a cocksure arsehole, isn't he, really? Yeah.
I did rewatch the scene with Mr. Miyagi taking care of the bullies at Halloween, and fuck, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad. The martial arts is terrible. Anyway, right. Ready Player One. There's a disappointing trailer for me this week.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's just ruined the movie's kind of it's going to be really good prospects for me.
Oh, because they're all running around in real life.
World, yeah. Is there going to be too
They're
much
VR
real
stuff
world
like
stuff?
AR. And
Yeah.
not them just all being lazy
Yeah.
and laying in haptic beds.
Yeah.
I said this with the original first teaser trailer. I said it doesn't look to me or feel anything like what the book or audiobook versions gave me in description or feeling. Like, it looks like they are going to do something slightly different. The characters aren't going to be... One of them's not going to be as fat as they're supposed to be. One's not going to have a birthmark in the descriptive way that it sounds.
Semantics.
That is
really.
semantics.
No, but they're
It's
important
like
parts
the
of
fucking
those
bit-
characters.
My sister loses her shit about Lord of the Rings because Frodo Baggins on about the second or third page of the Lord of the Rings is described as brown eyes, and like Elijah Wood's got blue.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but that
She
doesn't have
fucking
an
loses her
effect.
shit-
That
shit
doesn't
over
have an
that.
effect
But that's
on the
what you're
story.
talking
No,
about.
I'm talking about stuff that has an effect on the storyline. The reason
There's
that
loads
girl,
of stuff that was left out of Lord of the Rings that had an effect on the story.
But
there you
what
go.
I'm saying is, in this, they've taken things out that made the characters make sense. Having this, it wasn't just that everyone was lazy in the future. Some of these kids hid in this world because they couldn't face the real world, and their reasons for so are taken away from in this. So it's like, well, so now
From
and then
one person that we know of so far, yeah. But
two of the characters, one's supposed to be this fat, nerdy, greasy kid, and one's going to have this horrendous disfigurement sort of birthmark, which you shouldn't be afraid to go outside with something like that. But in her world, in the story, she is. And that is the reason why the whole story plays out the way it does with regards to those two characters. And they haven't put that in. And
But
now you're
he's
saying
also-
they've got their augmented reality stuff as well. I haven't seen the new trailer, so I don't
The
know
fat
about
thing
that,
doesn't
but,
matter
yeah.
because he just doesn't. He is arbitrarily not fat in like half a paragraph in that book.
doesn't the main character get really overweight as well at one point?
Yeah.
And then lose loads of weight?
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He was already a little bit podgy, then he gets really podgy, and then
Yeah.
he just gets so much money that he buys a haptic suit that makes him work out. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
which
literally-
is fine. That's part of the story for him in that respect. But to start out with him looking like some sporty,
It's the guy that
Hollywood
played Cyclops,
kids.
isn't it, in
Yeah.
the X-Men movies?
yeah,
I
the younger
didn't
one.
pick up on that until this trailer.
Mm.
But there you go. I don't like the look of this new trailer. We're not far away now, are we? I want it to be good. I really do. I like the idea that they're bumping the nostalgia up by sort of 10 years, and you know they've got quite a lot of newer things in it.
Yeah, I don't mind that as long as the main important things, again, that connect to storyline plots that are needed.
It's going to be a brand new
totally
story.
taken,
There's so many things in that book which are just there's no point trying to create a movie that includes them.
No. Certain
So-
things make sense to update, definitely. But like this, if certain things are kept the same, then certain other things need to be kept the same. It depends what they change.
The game of
That's-
Joust, for instance, to get the first key.
Yeah.
yeah, they're not going to do any of that. Any of
That's-
this really,
no.
really early 8-bit shit, they're just not going to bother with.
Yeah.
No, and that's fair enough. It's a shame because I think it would look nice, but
Yeah.
I can understand why.
Like we're all knocking on 40 or are, and even some of the shit in Ready Player One we're not old enough for.
Yeah.
Like all the old fucking Atari shit.
Yeah, true.
It's bollocks. We were like 2 when that came out,
Absolutely true. There you go. Right.
or -2 in Adam's case.
Pacific Rim 2. Speaking of the twos.
Do you know what? I
Go on.
actually saw a trailer at the cinema yesterday for that, and it looked far better than the first one by miles.
It's like Power Rangers, though, isn't it? It's
I
a
couldn't
bit,
even bring
you know,
myself to finish the trailer.
It
It's,
looked
no?
like Power
No, just
Rangers
switch the
cross
trailer
Godzilla.
off.
It looked like Power Rangers cross Godzilla. Like
Power
it actually
Rangers-
looked more interesting than the original Pacific Rim or Power Rangers, but it kind of looked like Power Rangers cross Godzilla.
They
Like, it
do the
looked
big
more
Megazord thing,
interesting.
though, don't they? And combiner stuff. You know.
I didn't see that in the trailer.
Yeah, it's happening. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, specifically with the what do you call the monsters? Kaiju. That's
Yeah, the
one.
kaijus joined together in the trailer. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Mate, those mechs are so big. They'll be like the head will be in orbit if they all join together. They're massive.
I don't think
though,
they
aren't
just stand on each other's shoulders.
No, but like at least the legs have got to be a whole robot's height.
Well, yeah, probably, yeah. But then half the robots are only like half the size of a big skyscraper in the trailer, so they're not massively massive, but
They're the size of buildings, aren't they?
yeah,
They're big.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. The second trailer, Oh no, is it the second trailer or is it the last trailer? I can't remember.
I don't
Anyway,
know.
doesn't matter. It looks a bit shite, I think, the new one.
I think it looks
Unfortunately.
exciting and watchable, but it
Yeah.
doesn't look like it's a genius piece of cinema.
I thought that was another disappointing trailer this week. Incredibles 2, though,
Amazing.
that's a good-looking trailer. As we reported on last week, it appeared in the Olympics
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
week.
odd direction to take the story in, though.
Do you think?
I think
Yeah,
it's a
like,
brilliant
what-
direction.
Bit out of left field.
I quite like that idea. I can relate to it quite a lot at the moment, being a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah, I read a really good article on about how Pixar are not very good at the moment.
Oh, yeah?
And like Coco, by the time they finished their list of films that they've announced, Coco will have been the only original IP in 4 years.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, at least Incredibles 2 will probably be a good sequel rather than the straight-to-DVD ones they've done before.
Even if it's just as good as the first movie, it'll be
Yeah.
brilliant, won't
Yeah.
it? So, you know, we've only got that to build on, really.
I'm up for it.
Anyways up, baby. For you and me, yeah. Anyway. Rampage, that had another trailer, too.
Oh, go on.
That's starting to look a bit shite, to be honest. What looked like a fantastic idea for a movie has gone a bit weird.
It originally
The wolf
looked
has
great,
got
didn't it?
hands. The wolf's got hands.
Yeah.
Giant wolf with hands and wings.
Well, yeah, but that's quite funny because they even call it out for that, don't they?
For
Yeah.
what?
Like the Rock's like, of course the wolf's got wings.
Ah, do they? I missed that line, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look like it could be a great, fun, like easy to watch action film. Again, it's not going to be a genius piece of writing. It's based on the Rampage, the computer game.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it looks like it'll be fun. So
There you go. Go and watch the trailer, see what you think. And there's another Quiet Place trailer out.
that looks really good.
Yeah,
does.
it's a proper trailer because the last one was like had a weird little introduction and stuff, didn't it?
I like the idea that you got to be completely silent. Like you got to suddenly live your life in silence because of monsters.
I was just thinking then, what video games could you still play? You could probably just play like mouse and keyboard PC games, like
No, the
Civilization.
mouse is too much
Too
clickiness.
noisy.
Yeah.
What about old like
Controller.
1980s like text-based games with a soft keyboard?
Just a PlayStation or Xbox controller is
No,
quite
too noisy.
enough.
Tracker ball
You
games.
just turn off the vibration.
Like
Definitely
Binatone.
wouldn't fire up a pinball table anytime soon, would you?
I was just thinking air hockey's probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Binatone would be the only one.
Oh,
With the volume
you
down, just that
wouldn't
little
even-
dial.
Yeah.
What's that one?
The old Pong machine. You know
Pong
Pong?
machine.
Yeah,
Pong's
like
It's
just
literally a
got twist,
stick on
hasn't
one
it?
side of the screen and another stick at the other side of the screen and a dot in the middle. And it's
Like
like
tennis.
tennis. Yeah, like ping
right,
pong.
yeah, okay.
It was just
And you slide the
ball.
little... Yeah. You turn the volume down on your telly, you're away. Oh, the fun you could have on it.
you just have to make the boop sound in
Ooh.
your head every
Yeah,
time
yeah,
it
yeah,
hits.
yeah.
You probably get the biggest kick out of like making things not make a noise anymore, like slowly taking a TV apart like it's a fucking nuclear bomb and just snipping the speaker cable and then plugging it back in enough that you can get it on and turn the subtitles on.
Opening a can of Coke.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Like you do that, I'll tell you how you'd open a can of Coke in the bath.
Deodorant would be gone, wouldn't it? It'd just be-
Underwater.
yeah,
Ah, that's a good idea.
but deodorant would be gone. You
Yeah.
just have to
Well, yeah, no,
roll
you
on.
just roll on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Or sticks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mean from trees. I mean, you know.
Just
You
rubbing
could.
a stick on your armpit. Ow! Ow! I'm making noise. It hurts.
But yeah, there is definitely a bit at the end of this trailer that I didn't recognise from the first. So, was the Super Bowl trailer not a long trailer? I thought it was. Was it like a
don't
40
know.
second
Yeah, it was-
trailer or something?
No, it's long, but it also had like a weird little introduction. They spoke over it and stuff.
Right, okay. Yeah, anyway, so there's a new
And
trailer for that.
I didn't notice the first time with that trailer that Emily Blunt's like in the bath, not hiding. She's in labour.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh,
noticed at the end of
wow.
this
And they're
trailer.
like, what
Oh,
the fuck
okay.
are they gonna like? That's obviously gonna be their race against time, isn't it? Is
Having a
like,
baby.
How trying to have a
How
baby
to
without
have-
screaming and then without the baby making any noise as
Yeah.
well? Well, birth into water, the baby's underwater, less sound. Like the can of Coke.
Because they're very similar. Yeah.
No, no,
Giving birth and opening a can of Coke.
No, but
That's
for the
how I do
baby
a can of
sound,
Coke.
if the baby's born underwater,
Yeah.
its first like crying is going to
Yeah.
happen in water because they can not have to
Yeah,
breathe
you
if they're
can't
born
leave
into
him under
water.
there, though, unfortunately.
No. Duct tape then. That'll constant nipple.
Constant nipple.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Just imagine.
Tit leech, yeah.
Hang on.
What?
Do you think they've ever done this? Do you think anybody's ever had a water bath and then they've just seen how long the baby will just stay?
Babies, they can actually
I know
stay
they
under
can
for quite a while, can't they? But
no, but if you,
I'm
give
sure the
birth
Nazis
and-
did something like that, Ross.
Yeah, probably.
if you're a Nazi, write in. Let us know.
Where you live, so that we can tell the authorities.
Right, let's wrap this up and disappear, shall we?
Yeah.
And let's go and record another podcast. Woo! If you want to track down any of our stuff that we do outside of the podcast, go and find us on our Facebook page, Snew with the Crew, please.
Get off my microphone, Adam.
Go and have a look there. Stop being douches, you guys. And
It's Chris's
yeah,
username.
honourable mention for Libsyn and Sticher.
Yeah, they're going to go and sort out.
Got Victoria Plum.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason Orange, you mean?
Jason Orange Plumbing.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's it.
Yeah. Do we have anything else we need to say? Oh, yeah, if you want to write into us, do please snewwiththecrew@gmail.com or podcast at Snew Network or tweet at us at Snew with the Crew or chuck a brick through Paul's window.
Well, Chris can read, so
No, I can't.
the rest of us don't
No, I
bother.
can't.
If you want to come up with any ideas for random cartoon images of mergings of two different cartoon series for me, so I can put some artwork together, contact us through here or through my Facebook page.
Or if you've got a head in a jar
suggestion.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't had a head in a jar for a while.
We've
No,
not
we
had a head
haven't.
in a jar for a
No
while.
one's been good enough.
Sort your shit out, Hollywood,
Yeah.
because, we want to put your head in a jar.
Doesn't
and
have to be.
stuff.
You don't have to work in Hollywood to be in a jar.
No, I suppose.
David Attenborough doesn't work in Hollywood.
True.
I'm sure he has.
His brother does.
No,
Not
he's dead.
anymore.
We've got enough hot brine
Right,
ready.
okay. Whoops. Right, see you later, guys. Thank you very much for listening.
Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
See you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Cunt plumbers.
You're trying to fade out. Live fade out.
Don't go to complumbers.com.